Hi Aries, and welcome to your reading. Let's see, what does Aries need to know? And it already begins. What does Aries need to know? Okay, one moment. One moment. Anything else for Aries? Not it. Okay. Now, side message. Wait, main or side message? Where? Not it. Not it. Wait. Side message. No. Okay, just missing one card. What's the last thing for Aries with what they need to know? Not it. Main or side? Side. Okay. So Aries, you have self, 6 of water, 7 of air, the 10 of fire, the sage, 5 of air, abundance, and the youth. Okay, I'm gonna have to go through the deck after this to make sure no cards are reversed, because I do not read reversals. I read the energy of the card, so if I pick up on for any reversal energy, I will let you know. But as far as your current energy, I'm hearing you're not being selfish, you're just doing you. Putting myself first and loving it. Everyone else comes second. I prioritize my wants, I prioritize my needs. I'll take care of others, sure, no problem. But how can I pour into others if I don't first pour into myself? So you may be learning the value of self-care, or just moving or being more direct and upfront about taking care of yourself first and handling your business before addressing anyone else's. Because if you can't be there for yourself, how are you being there for everybody else? To a point where it drains your batteries dry, and the moment you have time to take care of yourself, you're running on low, you're running on empty. By that time, you're already burnt out. I'm hearing we're not doing that anymore. Me first, you second. Yeah, so if some of y'all weren't engaging in self-care or putting it off until the right moment or a better moment, y'all aren't waiting for the right or better moment anymore. The right time is when you say it is, as well as with the 6 of water, and for the energy in your environment. One moment while I go see what happened. Okay, and we're back. So with them kids, with the upstairs neighbors. But anyway, I hear that you're being treated with more care and compassion, even though it doesn't show. Someone around you, if not all, someone around you may be more respectful of your decision than you think. Because that's part that's coming out strongly, even if it doesn't show. They're more respectful of your decision than you think. So they may seem a little bit standoffish, don't talk to you as much as before. But it's more of they're trying to keep away from you with their problems, because they know you have stuff to deal with on your own, whatever they can handle on their own they will, but they're just the type of person that handles their issues in solitude. So if you feel like someone's avoiding you, they're not. They're just handling their own issues and their own problems in the best way they know how. So that may be for someone specific, because I know that does not apply to all of you. But anyway, it's an adjustment. There may even be a compromise. Not so much as a compromise with you, but some of y'all may be compromising with some around you. I don't mind helping you, but come to me with issues you know you can't solve on your own. If you know it's something you can do, but you just don't want to do it, or something or if it's something that'll move faster, if you have another person's assistance, I don't mind helping you. But don't let me be the only person you ask. And then for some of you, there might even be some that actually encourage you to take more me time. I'm hearing because they've been saying it for a long time. Take some time to take care of you, relax, put your feet up, have a day off. You don't have to solve the world's problems. So yeah, Aries, no matter which way, the people in your life, even if you might be scared to say something, chances are they're going to be supportive of your decision to take care of you and put yourself first. Aries, you may be a fire sign. Fire signs usually can be self-centered, but not in everything. That's how you're showing up in this reading anyway. What's showing up as your weakness is the Seven of Air. Now, this can be another person or just how you feel about the people around you, because I'm hearing someone is lying to you. They don't say what they mean. Someone's lying to you. They're not saying what they mean, talking out of your ass. Are you sure you're okay with this? Based on the way you're acting, you're definitely not. Maybe I shouldn't put this person... Maybe I shouldn't put this person before my needs. What's with the sudden change? But this is showing up as a weakness, not a strength. You feel like someone's lying to you. I'm hearing, and they most definitely are, not with their words, but through their actions. They're believing their own lies, telling you what you want to hear. But for this to show up as a weakness, I'm gonna have to clarify to be absolutely sure, but the way it's coming off with all of this coming up as a weakness, could be something you're perceiving, false perception of someone's behavior, where they tell you they're fine with you putting yourself first, taking care of yourself, but at the same time you may be observing them being a little bit standoffish, altering their behavior. They're not talking to you as much as you used to. Actually, yeah, that goes back to what I said earlier. It's like they're keeping an emotional distance, and you're paying attention to their character after you spoke up for yourself. And you for sure think that they're lying to you about how it is they really feel. Some of you may even be questioning them on it. But for this to show up as a weakness, I'm not going to say it's all in your head, but you may be reading into it just a little too much, and not taking the chance to ask them directly about what's going on. Because it could be like I said earlier, where someone's appearing a little bit standoffish, keeping to themselves, not talking to you as much as they used to. It's just more of they're handling their own issues in solitude the best way they know how. That's usually how they are when they're going it alone. And if that's something you're picking up on and noticing that you think they're avoiding you or not speaking to you as much as they used to, it's because now they're handling their issues on their own, and you're perceiving it as they no longer fuck with you like that. That they don't want to deal with you. They don't want to be around you. With the present energy being the Nine of Fire. I don't get this card often with the way it's presenting. One moment. Because there's something there strongly, but... Move through life with confidence. Time of fruition and attainment, knowledge and experience bring ease. Do not speak praise or affirmation. Do not seek praise or affirmation. Give your best every time. Once you have finished, move on. Simplify your life. Remove obstructions and restrictions. But that doesn't feel like what you're doing. To simplify your life would be to put yourself first. Move on from any discontent and annoyance that may arise from your decision, because you're making the decision for your greater good. But that's not what I'm picking up on. It's more if you're making things more complex and harder than they need to be. If you're going to make a decision, stick to it. Don't backpedal and ask if everything is okay. It's like you lack self-assurance. If you know putting yourself first is the right decision for you, then why do you need confirmation from you need confirmation, but you're not doing it or seeking it outright? You'll probably be a little more observant to how people are acting, what they're doing, what they're saying, what they're not saying, to know if they truly mean what they said or said what they meant, or if they're just bullshitting you and they want your attention back. It's like you're spending more time and energy than you ever were before focusing on other people instead of paying attention to yourself. And again, you're making it a lot harder than you need to be, because you're not taking people at their word. And Aries being cardinal sign, being the start of the fire signs, like being the first sign of it's like you actually, yeah, that's exactly what I was about to say. It's like a leader taking a step down, but at the same time questioning everybody, just make sure, in a sense, questioning everybody, just make sure they're still okay with running themselves without you leading the way or providing assistance when required or needed. Sit down, Aries. Anyway, based on the current energy that's coming up, based on present energy, Spirit is saying there are 3 paths or courses of action you are likely to take based on the present energy. The first one being sage. And this is not you. This feels like someone else, either a family member or somebody in your friend group. And they're offering you words of wisdom. So someone may be taking notice that you're not exactly okay with taking your me time, and you may be feeling like it's a mistake. So someone in your area, someone potentially close to you, they're going to offer you words of wisdom. I know it's hard, tough it out. They may even be using their life experiences or their past experience with self-care to connect with you and be a little and get you to be a little bit more honest about how you're really dealing, how you're really coping, and making sure that you understand that when you start putting yourself first, it's easy to double back because it's hard. There's feelings of guilt, there's feelings of anxiety, not knowing what to do with your time. They may even offer you tactics or a daily routine or even practice to help you cope with any guilt, anxiety, distress that may be caused from you taking a step back and having me time. And not just that, but by putting those around you that you used to put first second. Second choice or course of action, you have the 5 of air. Aries, are you going to try and expose somebody? Your discontent filled with despair, not satisfied, not happy, I need help. There's a lot of burdens in my mind. This is coming off from one of 2 ways. And Aries, you can fall into either category depending on your situation, because I'm hearing it both ways. Where one, someone's not necessarily coming to you with their problems, but they're letting you know what they're going through, how they're dealing. And that in itself may be causing you a little anxiety because you feel like they're lying to you. There's no way you're okay. You feel this is something that you would need help with. So how are you managing on your own? Is this your way of asking me for help without saying it outright? Now that I'm taking care of myself and you don't want to make a scene, have me act out. I was thinking that would go in a different direction where you consider them as a burden, but they're concerned about how you would act. You think they're concerned about how you would act if they were to ask you for help outright. Not saying that they do need help, but this is what you're interpreting. Based on the situations that they're going through and that they're telling you about. And based on that interpretation, you're intent on exposing them without really... It's kind of like you're asking leading questions to get them to admit or ask you outright that they need your attention, they need your help, that they may be in over their head. Whereas on the other hand, someone may be guilt tripping you. Because the first scenario that I've seen, they don't necessarily need your help, they're just letting you know, more venting. But with the other scenario attached to this path that Spirit is showing me, is that someone is definitely guilt tripping the fuck out of you. Where they're telling you about their burdens, they're laying it on thick, they may be even being a little bit traumatic. And they're putting on this so-called brave face, where they're calm and serene and saying all these extreme things about what's going on while smiling and laughing about it, all the while you feel like, damn. You know they're lying. I think you're lying. I'm not sure if you're lying. If you are lying, that's fucked up. If you're not lying, I feel bad for not putting you first. My needs can wait. You definitely need the help. Don't worry, I just dropped the book. The book, yeah. So Aries, that being said, for those of you who resonate more with someone's guilt tripping you because they're putting on a mask, like they're fine and okay, but really they have a lot going on and it's pulling at your emotions. Yeah, the Seven of Air is still showing up as a weakness for y'all too. Where you think somebody's lying. You know somebody's lying about how they feel. They're not being honest with you. They're believing their own bullshit. But for it to still be considered a weakness with those of you who are being manipulated, chances are it's because you're second guessing. You're not sure if they're actually lying or if this is or if what they're going through is a direct result of you putting yourself first and not helping them when they need it, when they say they need it. For the last choice or course of action, you have abundance. If you take the time to embrace yourself, look at what you have. You have more time, more energy, more focus, more drive, more determination. So if you stay in, that being said, if you stay in the energy of putting yourself first and then learn to cope with any emotions that may arise from that, whether they be guilt, happiness, shame, sadness, annoyance, pleasure, relaxation. I'm also hearing serenity. You're going to start realizing all the things you didn't have and all the things you do have. Like I said again, time, energy, focus, determination. I'm also hearing a strong social group. I'm hearing all the time may not be yours, but it's fun having time with friends and families and finding time to carve out a small section for myself to keep my batteries running. So yeah, with the abundance card, you could be finding a better balance. Not necessarily putting yourself first and putting everyone else second, but paying closer attention to that time you have in a day, the time you have in a week, and allocating certain times that are just for you. What time is for work? What time is for friends? What time is for family? Because apparently you have the time you want. You just need to use it more wisely. have the time that you want and need. No matter what course of action you take or path you choose, whether it be listening to the wisdom that you'll receive from another, apparently overthinking about if you're being manipulated or not, into helping somebody and potentially helping somebody because you're being manipulated, or just finding healthier, better balance because you do currently have what you want and need. The final result we can expect for the upcoming weeks is the same, the youth. The youth is the male version of the maiden. You're no longer confined by the authority of the parents. Instead, you seek to start out on your own path, pursuing your own interests. Those that say you can will soon join you. Those who say you can't or seek to set limitations, you keep at a far distance. Don't let anybody hinder your growth and progress. Explore all that it is you know, the interests you carry, and things that keep you satisfied. So yeah, in a sense, over the next couple of weeks, you're going to be exploring what makes you happy, what doesn't. Those that are supportive of you, you're going to keep close. But the moment you realize that somebody is lying, faking it, seek to hold you back or manipulate you, they don't like the new person you're turning into, you may either cut ties or limit your interaction with them. I'm hearing because you know they're not really your friend. They just love the attention you used to give them. And overall, you're exploring what makes you happy. You're taking a path all on your own, and enjoying simple pleasures. And enjoying simple pleasures to keep yourself alive. Okay, so let's clarify for Aries. I know there's a little bit of a contradiction with some of these cards. Let's please clarify for Aries. One thing Spirit was clear on is some of you are definitely being manipulated, and others of you think that you're being lied to. Crap. Let me see. No. Wait. 7 of air or 5 of air? 7. Wait. Mean or side message? Self. Side. Not it. Wait. Alright. Air or water? Oh, that's what was getting confused. Because usually it's 1. No? Wait. Oh, this is very interesting. Usually don't get this many. The self is clarified by intuition. Apparently, your intuition's been telling you a lot for a long time. You need more self-care. You're burning yourself out. Why wait until the final moment where you're having major outbursts to finally take care of you? Apparently, you take care of you for the briefest moments and then get back to work. Your spirit is advising you to listen to your intuition now when it comes to finding the appropriate time to take a mental, emotional, or even a physical break from what it is you do before you reach burnout. You know the signs and the typical ways to avoid them. Don't ignore the red flags of your own mind and body. Yeah. With the Six of Water being clarified by partnership and alliances. So you and your friend group, I'm hearing friends, maybe working together with planning out your me time. You know how when groups of friends go out all together just to have like a spa day, relax, have fun, whether it's going out together for lunch. Some people choose to go to an arcade, bowling, special event like a concert. But if you're not going out together, they may be more of working with you and keeping their problems, not so much as keeping their problems to themselves, but limiting how much they say to you because they know you're going to overreact and potentially overextend yourself. Or maybe even for some of you, they may be even helping you find new ways to keep yourself entertained, like give recommendations on where you can go to hang out, what you can do on your off time if you're not sure. Yeah, if you're not sure what you like to do anymore. With the Seven of Air, curious. Both of these are action cards, firm foundation and patience and planning. I'm hearing have patience with yourself. Plan your time, have patience with yourself and plan your time accordingly. Don't hang around friends you know always have problems. It's time to set firm boundaries with yourself. Unless somebody says so, the events they're going through is not your problem. Stop crossing the line and violating your own boundaries by offering help to those that don't deserve it, to those who may not need it, for those who complain over the simplest paper cut when they can easily bandage the finger themselves. Not everything requires your attention and your help. Know when you're being played. apparently the patience and planning was not just for you. Because patience is planning your time accordingly, and have patience with yourself. But on the flip side of that, with patience and planning, someone's being very manipulative. Someone is definitely being manipulative. And they know how to get inside your head. They plant the seed of them needing help. That's them planning it. Or they will talk to you about what they're going through, be indirect, let you know how it's stressing them out, and then all they have to do is wait for you to just volunteer your services. That way they're not asking you for help. You're volunteering to help them, so they're not crossing the line by asking you to help them. You're crossing your own boundary. And in that sense, you need to set firm rules with yourself. Unless somebody explicitly says so, it is not your problem. You do not need to get involved. Yeah, so that's more so for y'all if you feel like you're being manipulated, or if you definitely are being manipulated. It was planned. Because someone knows you very, very well. Dang. Oh. Huh. This is fitting with the Sage card being clarified by the rest of rejuvenate. So if you resonate with this path, like if there's somebody already that's coming to mind who may have already been offering you advice or offering you wisdom or on how to relax and to cope with having me time, because in a sense me day can be stressful when it's something you're not used to, is being clarified by mental card rest and rejuvenate. It's basically reconfirming you will learn how to rest, you will learn how to relax, ease the mind and its tension. Not all things are within your control. I must be okay with that. So yeah, in order for you to get the rest period you need, you may be changing your mentality, the way you view things. And like I said, they may be helping you create strategies, mental strategies on how to let go instead of jumping into action. Be at peace and at rest. So the next time when you are actually needed, either for yourself or somebody else, you are at your best. With the 5 of air, it's being clarified by harmony. I'm hearing two people don't get along. They're never at ease. Always at conflict. Usually harmony, things are coming into balance, where you have mutual understanding and respect. But that's not what I'm feeling with this card. Someone does not have respect for you or your decision making. For the vast majority of you, whoever is laying it on you with their burdens, they know exactly who you are and how you operate. And I'm hearing they're using it against you. So this and this, definitely connected. Definitely. So even for the first option, if they're not trying to be manipulative and just telling you about their burdens that they're going through and how they're taking care of their problems, and you still wondering if this is their way of you, for them to ask for your help without actually asking for your help, and you trying to like have them pull the mask off and just come out and say it. It could be causing a lot of conflict, because if you are confronting them about this, whether directly or indirectly, they may be calling you a liar, saying you're reading too much into it, when really you are correct. They're trying to get you to help without necessarily saying that they need help. But like I said, they're trying to get you to cross your own boundaries. However, on the other side, for those that are being manipulative, this is not so much as someone that you don't like, it's more of someone that doesn't like you but keep you around for the benefits, what you can do for them. And now that you're putting yourself first, it's like it's throwing them off. Their life is out of whack. Yeah, and they're trying to restore that balance by guilt tripping you and helping them more than ever. Even if it's not said directly, they want you to help them, they want you to help them, they want you to help them. But they most likely and you may already know who I'm talking about. The one person in your group that's not going to say how much they actually need your help, because anyone else who hears about it is not going to take it so well. Let Aries have their time. You grow up, stop being a baby, and clean up your own mess, is what I'm hearing for that other person. And lastly, with abundance, it's clarified by conflict and defeat. Did not see that coming. I can't do this anymore. I can't do this anymore. Time is wasted. There's no point in trying. Things will never remain the same. So even if you resonate with this path of just carving out time for yourself while still having time for others and being grateful and aware of the time you do currently have, you may seem like you've got it figured out on the outside, but internally, mentally, you may be feeling this is the wrong choice to make, whereas you're still feeling the stress, you're still feeling the pressure, and that things aren't going to change. You're going to keep on repeating the same cycle of functional burnout, functional burnout, functional burnout. I'm close to burnout, yet now I'm burning out. Wait, that's not a... Yeah, you don't necessarily have a victim mentality, more of self-blame. Because like you're still taking away from the time you do have, even though you have a carved out section. It is quite possible you may be taking away from the time you do carve out for yourself, for the people around you. So Spirit could be letting you know the potential of what can happen if you do resonate with this path or course of action. You may still fall victim to your own, for your own quote unquote instinct of helping others and putting them before your own needs. It's still going to leave you feeling burnt out, blaming yourself for not standing by what it is you said. Even though you schedule time for yourself, you're going against it by rescheduling and canceling. So Spirit could potentially be making you aware of this potential outcome, of this potential result if you don't stick with taking care of you, helping others, managing work, having allocated times for all of it, instead of continue to take away from yourself. Even though you know you have it, you're still taking away from yourself in some way, shape, or form to suit someone else's needs. And the last one, the youth being clarified but passion ignited. You will find your passion in life, what will make you happy. Fill your life with joy. Fill your life with joy and ease. Those you feel that support you will fill you up even more, while those who try to subtract from you will get less and less than before. So the more you put yourself first, with the youth being your final outcome for the upcoming weeks, it's going to open your eyes to what you like, what you enjoy, who really has your back, and who's just clinging on to you because of what you do for them. Ooh, a lot of insight from this reading though. But Aries, this is what I have for you, and I do hope you enjoyed this reading. If you did, please do hit the like and subscribe button, as there will be more videos to come. That being said, I shall catch you in the next one. Bye, Aries.